We need to do the paperwork for that. Alright?
Sure, boss.
Yeah, Joe. And get those pictures developed. Make it snappy.
Sure thing, boss.
What do you say, boys?
It was Bernadette Fletcher, wife of famed railroad tycoon Arnie Fletcher. I remember her from pictures in the society page, although she looked much sadder, like a dame who'd been kicked around all her life. I knew she was in hot water, but I decided to play dumb, see? Say, what's the big idea? You could get in a lot of trouble breaking into a fellow's office.
Where you been living, Green, under a boulder? It's been front page news for over a week.
Hey, Joe, go get me a cupcake. Give Mrs. Fletcher here a cup of coffee, huh?
Sure thing, boss.
Don't bother, Joe. Unless you got a stiff martini back there.
I could tell by the way she ordered Joe around, she was a woman who got what she wanted.
I've been framed, Green.
She proceeded to lay out a sob story, but I didn't take lightly to anyone playing me like a sucker, see? She had an alibi, but it was a sorry one. Although it stunk like warm garbage, I knew I'd have to check it out. She knew she was losing me, so she decided to turn on the waterworks. But that's where I drew the line. Alright, Toots, I've heard enough. What do you take me for, an all-day sucker? She didn't like the sound of that, so she did what she knew best. Alright, that's enough. I'll take the case. But if I find out it was you who killed your old man, I'm coming straight for you. That comment didn't faze her.
I'm not fazed.
Which made me think maybe she was telling the truth. She left in a hurry, and that was that.
What do you know, Joe?
You go, boss.
Thanks, Joe. Say, what time you got?
7:30, boss.
Alright, that's fine.
See, wasn't that Bernadette Fletcher?
Sure was, Joe. She said she'd been framed, but see, I didn't buy her story.
Oh, I wouldn't trust the words she featured. I've heard stories.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, boss. Stories.
Huh. Say, Joe, did you make these?
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, let's get to humping. Get the commissioner on the phone.
You saw it.
Commissioner? You did a fine job there, Joe. Real nice. Polished it up real nice. She was back and looking hotter than a brass penny sitting in the hot Texas sun. I didn't hear a word she said, though. I was too busy following the curves of her dress. That's fine, Joe, fine. I want you to give Mrs. Fletcher and I a minute here.
Sure thing, boss.
I'm on the hot seat, Green. I need to know how close you're getting to solving this mess.
Don't worry your pretty little head, Toots. I got everything covered. Did you get those photos I asked for?
I got the pictures right here, but I don't know what good they're gonna do you.
I didn't know how that helped the case either, but I couldn't just seem like a bump on a log, see? I had to at least pretend like I knew what I was doing. After all, she was paying the light bill and I needed the cash.
I think they think we're spies. Yeah. Spies. Come on, boss. Straighten you up.
Thanks, Joe. Dick Green here, Dick Green Detective Agency. The coroner proceeded to tell me that Arnie Fletcher was poisoned by cyanide, and his last meal was roast beef, carrots, and chocolate cake.
That's the watch I gave Arnie for his birthday.
Joe, was you all along? How could ya?
All right. I loved Arnie. Couldn't stand to see him with this $2 hooker. When he wanted to break it off, couldn't stand to see him with this bimbo. So we killed him. We killed him.
Why, I oughta. Come on, we're going downtown, Joe. Hey, before we go, can I get that cupcake recipe from you?
Show him, boss.
All